What is something you cannot believe modern technology hasn't fixed yet?
Why isn't there a process to re-enamel teeth?
Why my new boxer shorts are packaged in a Ziploc bag, but cereals are not.
I wear a hearing aid. If you get a hearing aid wet, it quits working. If you sweat into a hearing aid, wax builds up and makes the hearing aid not work. If I take a shower, I have to wait at least 30 minutes for my ear canal to dry before being able to hear, without potentially breaking my hearing aid. You'd have thought that science could make a waterproof hearing aid. And who knows, there might possibly be one out there, but I can only afford the cheapest models, which are still like $3,000. I just want to be able to do something that makes me sweat, but also be able to hear at the same time.
The PA system on airplanes. Still can't understand a word the pilot says.
We can do open heart surgeries, organ transplants, and have some genetic therapies. But we still cannot do anything really effective against skin scars.
The reverse microwave, to allow me to chill a beer from room temperature to fridge temperature in under 2 minutes.
Getting wireless inkjet printers to actually work wirelessly.
That we don't just have universal interchangeable batteries for big devices like we do for small devices. Like why is AA and ARA and 9 volts everywhere, but every damn power tool brand has a different battery standard?
Traffic lights. There's no reason anyone should be sitting at a red light when no traffic is coming the other way. They should be able to use real data to inform the timing of lights to facilitate the best flow of traffic.
Spinal cord damage, paralysis.
Pap smears and especially cervical checks in pregnancy. You mean to tell me no one can invent some kind of laser measuring system or ultrasound that can check my cervix, and instead I need an actual person to shove their arm up to their elbow in my vagina, wiggle their fingers around and just kind of try to feel how open it is? Bullshit.
Bacon packaging.
I've been driving for over 30 years, and I still can't believe in all that time they haven't invented economically viable lane markings that are visible in the rain. Strange thing, too. The lane markings are visible from side on in the passenger seat, but not head in from the driver's perspective. I hate driving in the rain for this reason.
Should be able to have sparkling white, healthy teeth, just by swishing something around in your mouth a few seconds.
Effective treatments to stop the progression of dementia.
I want a machine that washes, dries, and folds laundry at the touch of a button.
A printer that effing works. I just want a printer that I plug into the USB, hit Ctrl+P, enter, and it prints out the document. No downloading apps and drivers. Setting up, finding the correct printer, despite there being only this single printer connected to the PC. If it works with a keyboard, mouse, webcam, etc., why can't this work with printers?
My TV should have a button on it that pings the remote when it's buried 8 feet into my couch.
Having to work 8 to 5, 5 days a week, for 40 years. Wasn't the reason we created machines so that people could enjoy life more?
Spam emails.
I just want a better solution than everything needing a power cord. Wiring things nicely so it's not a spaghetti monster is annoying beyond words. Also, please stop letting companies use wall warts for the power cord like half the time. I'd like to be able to use all the plugs on my strip.
Lower back pain.
Low battery issue. Battery life on mobile phones and laptops not lasting up to a week is a major technological disappointment.
Trying to call a number that's also trying to call you at that exact moment and neither of you get through. Then you decide to wait, and they wait too. After several seconds of both of you waiting, you decide at the same time to try again, and the calls clash again.
That thing where you close a car door, but you don't do it quite hard enough, and the door catches but isn't actually fully closed. Why the heck do car doors do that, and why isn't it fixed?
The fact that toilets are megaphones for the ass. Why can't we have a noise-reducing toilet?
A house cleaning robot. I don't mean just vacuuming. I mean the whole lot. I want Rosie from the Jetsons already.
AI traffic lights that monitor traffic conditions, not just follow a set sequence. Also traffic lights that shoot rockets at cars that block the box. It's 2023.
Built-in dash cams. Seriously. My car is covered in sensors and cameras, but I can't get the 1 or 2 that will record and save my well-being?
Boarding airplanes. Still basically the same crappy process it has been for 50 years.
Why hasn't anyone invented a decent universal translator that you just pop into your ear?
Wheelchairs? Shouldn't the handicapped have functional robot exoskeletons by now?
Dental work experience is still shitty?
Cancer.
Passwords. I hate that if I'm on my Xbox, I have to open LastPass on my cell phone, type a password, then get a freaking SMS code.
A better solution for people with colostomy bags. Poor souls.
In this thread, things that have been solved, but the solution is just too expensive to mass produce for maximum profit.
Printers. Computers have gotten easier to use, but printers are just as persnickety as the first one I got 30 years ago.
The NFL still uses chains to measure how close the ball is to the 10-yard mark. In a world of lasers, GPS, and satellites tracking, they still have to bring out the chains like some Dark Ages wizard.
My last name has an apostrophe, and it's absurd that many databases simply can't handle it. The databases I work with personally can do it no problem, but any government system messes it up. Sometimes they drop the apostrophe, sometimes it turns into a space or a string of characters. I have been unable to confirm my voter registration multiple times because the system says my last name is invalid no matter what I type in. Edit to add. Also, my dad bought a house last year and had a hell of a time. Had to keep re-requesting documents with his name corrected because so many institutions recorded it differently.